quiet neighborhood, once known for its elegance and laughter, there stood a grand old house, the Rathore Villa. It had once been a symbol of success, pride, and prosperity. But now it stood hollow and still, its windows tightly shut, as if afraid to breathe. The wind itself seemed to avoid the place. Silence had taken over, not the peaceful kind, but the heavy, suffocating kind that settles in after something has broken. The Rathors have been envied. Three brothers, Vikram, Rajesh, and Karan, had built an empire in the textile industry. Their wives, Meera, Shalini, and Deepa, were the toast of society, always in the papers for their charity work and glittering parties. Their children were bright, well mannered, and educated in top schools, some abroad, some in India. Everything looked perfect from the outside. But perfectionism doesn't last forever, isn't it? It started with small cracks, a few bad investments, expansion without planning, debits that didn't seem urgent until they were. The business spiraled, loans were defaulted on, banks came calling, cars were taken away, their factories were auctioned off one by one, and finally, even the grand villa bore the weight of red notices pasted on its gate. Inside, the phones never stopped ringing, creditors, agents, reminders, and then slowly everything went quiet. One evening, the family gathered at the dining table, a large wooden table that had hosted so many warm meals and celebrations. But this time, there were no plates, no food, just 12 water glasses. The lights were dim. A single lamp in the corner flickered weakly, casting long, uneven shadows on the wall. No one said much at first, but their glances were enough. A silent agreement passed between them. Vikram, the eldest, finally broke the stillness. His voice was dry like old paper. We go together. That's the only way. Shalini whispered, barely made it across the table, and with dignity. Their daughter Priya, just 20 years old, lowered her eyes. That morning, her engagement had been called off. The groom's father had said it bluntly. We can't marry into bankruptcy. Arav, 18, an engineering student with bright dreams, had just been forced to leave college. There was no money for the next semester. One by one, the heads around the table nodded. Rajesh's voice was final. No letters, no goodbyes. We disappear, clean and quiet. A date was whispered, a method agreed upon, and in that moment the silence was deafening, louder than thunder. Outside, the world took notice. Neighbors began whispering over fences. The guard at the gate, once respectful and cheerful, no longer made eye contact. One day, a bank official came banging on the iron gate, yelling, Final notice, Mr. Vikram Rathore, your time's up. The gate rattled under his fist, but inside there was no response. The curtains were drawn, the TV unplugged, phones turned face down. The once bustling home now moved like a shadow of itself. Meera spoke softly, to no one in particular. My father would die again if he saw this. And then there was a knock. Everyone froze. It was just the postman slipping another red seal envelope through the door slot. Meanwhile, at a college cafe, Arav sat with his friend Kabir. Arav stared into his untouched cup of tea. Kabir, cheerful by nature, tried to lighten the mood. Let's hit the fest this weekend, he asked, trying to sound casual. Bit of music might help. Arav offered a strange smile. No point. Won't matter in a few days. Kabir frowned, sensing something's off. What do you mean? Everything is temporary, Kabir. Dreams, life, problems. It's just noise, Arav muttered. Then he pulled out his wallet and dropped cash on the table. As he stood to leave, something slipped from his pocket, a family photo. Kabir picked it up. On the way back was a message. Together till the end. That night, Kabir couldn't sleep. Something about Arav's words, Priya's disappearing from social media, no one answering calls. The house, always alive, now completely dark, except for one faint light in the upper floor, like a candle burning low. He remembered Arav selling his laptop, Priya scrapping her college applications, and Rajesh talking about legacy, not recovery. Kabir's heart raced. No, he whispered to himself. They are not planning a comeback. They are planning an exit. Midnight at the Rathore villa, the family had gathered. They were dressed in fresh clothes, faces washed, hair combed. It looked like a family photo was about to be taken, but there was no joy. Deepa looked at her children and told gently, "You won't feel anything. It will be like sleep." Karan's voice trembled. No fear, no shame, just silence. We live as one. The juice has been laced with crushed pills. Gas knobs in the kitchen were loosened. Arav held Priya's hand. She looked away. Vikram raised his glass, and then a crash. The front door burst open. Kabir, wild-eyed and breathless, stormed in with two police officers. "Stop!" he screamed. "Don't do this!" Glasses shattered. Gas knobs were turned off. Chairs exploded. Shouts, tears, frozen disbelief. Arav stared at Kabir. "How did you?" Kabir was shaking. "You looked me in the eye and said goodbye. That's not something you say when you have plans for tomorrow." In the days that followed, the family sat together in a hospital counseling room, alive, silent, but alive. A counselor spoke gently, helping them unearth emotions they have buried under shame and fear. Outside, Kabir waited, exhausted, angry, and relieved. Arav finally turned to him and said, "You saved us, but also shamed us." Kabir didn't flinch. "I would let you live with shame than die in silence." Arav's voice broke. "I didn't see any other way." "Then look harder," Kabir said. "I'm here to help you." And so the pact was broken. One morning, the front door of the Rathod villa creaked open. A young man stepped out, his shirt neatly tucked in, a file in his hand. He looked nervous. It was Arav, off to a job interview, a second chance. The house still wore its scars, but the silence had shifted. A curtain fluttered, a breeze passed through, and somewhere deep inside, the house exhaled.